Welcome back to Half-Ass Off-Grid. So, my wife and I just celebrated another wonderful anniversary, and how we do things is one person will do Valentine's Day, the other one gets the anniversary. Usually, that person has the bigger gift, obviously. Last year, I got my wife the Bluetti that we have in the cabin for our anniversary, and this year, she got me this. Us. It's an RV60d Pro Setpower portable freezer, and it runs off of 110 or 24 or 12 volt or 110. So let's get this thing opened up and see what's inside. All right, so here it is all unboxed. Some minor assembly required for the wheel kit here. So I'll get to work on that, and I will ignore this part, the user manual, because my wife will just take it away from me and read it anyway. So I'll get to work on that, and then I'm sure my wife will have the instructions read by the time I get it put back together. Then we'll have to do it over again. Ha ha ha. We got the wheel kit on, and it has the little handle that slides out. I have my lovely assistant help me because I just have a GoPro, so that you can drag it around. So inside, you'll notice it's dual zone. Has this handy little guide on how to freeze stuff, but all of the controls are on this side. And we'll get this plugged in for you here in a second. We'll probably just run it off the Bluetti just to start it up so you can see it work. But it plugs in here, and you have your adapters to run 12 volts or 110. We have the capability of both in our cabin, but like I said, we'll probably just grab the Bluetti and bring it out here just so we can fire it up and see it work. Thing is, with the Bluetti, my wife just did some spring cleaning, and let's just say vacuums take a lot of power. So here's our Bluetti. I just brought it out here so you can see it a little better. You can see it's got a whopping 6% of battery capacity. Like I said, my wife just vacuumed the entire cabin because after a fall and a winter and a spring of mud and whatnot, it gets a little sketchy. So we're gonna see if we can hook this up. First, we'll try just the 12 volt, and hopefully we will have enough to at least make this thing turn on. So my lovely wife's gonna plug that puppy in. And we'll plug it in. And we are on. So that is the refrigeration setting, and you can see this is the two zones here, and you can drop,
oh, there it went,
and raise the temperature. So we'll see if it gets cold, and like I said, 6%, we'll see how much we get out of this. You can also see there's a little fuse in the bottom. And obviously, I would keep an extra 15 amp. Yep. I think it's 15, or is it 1.5? No, it says 15. Yep. An extra 15 amp fuse around just in case. But we'll go ahead and drop these temperatures down and see if it gets cold.
It better.
I hope so. So my wife was reading the instructions on this while I was pushing buttons, and the default temperature for the left compartment, which is the back one, which is the freezer, is 0 Fahrenheit, and the right one is 41 Fahrenheit. And basically that is the temperature that is inside there now. So we'll let it run, see if it cools off. Doesn't seem to be much of a power pig. We're still sitting at 6%, so let's see what we get out of it. All right, it has been exactly a half hour, and on the max setting in the freezer compartment, I guess you would say, we were at 35 and 39 in the main compartment, or vice versa, however you want to look at it. My guess is 35 in that one, 39 in that one. And it evidently doesn't use too much power, because in a half hour the Bluetti's only dropped 1%. So what we'll do is we'll hook all of our goodies up and show you how we can run everything at once off of a little generator or the Bluetti. Stay tuned. So after an hour of not running, this thing still is at 35 and 41. So I think it's got pretty good insulation capabilities as well. So as I said, here's our full-fledged how do we run everything all at once video. Here's our little 2,000 watt generator. Well, it's 1,800, but you know what I mean. Plugged into the house. The Bluetti is charging. Also plugged into the house. And you can see it's getting 474-ish watts in. And we're putting out 72 watts to the DC to the Setpower portable freezer. So that's how we do it. We're gonna do this, charge it up a little bit. I don't know if we'll watch any TV tonight or not, but that's how we do it. So we can just charge this thing up and let it run the house, and then every few days charge it back up off the generator. A few hours later, we're at 0 in the one compartment, 35 in the other. Now I'm going to go ahead and unplug this off the Bluetti so it can finish charging. And then we will see what we have in the morning. Because I'm going to leave it unplugged, unrunning, and we'll see what the temperature is when I fire it up in the morning. Alright, drum roll please. We're going to fire up the Bluetti and we're going to see what the old Setpower has for temperature this morning. 46 and 46. So I bet you if you had some stuff in here, you'd be able to refrigerate all night long. I just threw a few cans of beer in there just to see if it would get cold. But still definitely cold. Not as cold as you would like to see. I would say if you had some stuff inside this that would help keep it cool, kind of like keeping a refrigerator cold, it would work just fine, and we're going to put it to the test over the summer. So, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. And remember, find your balance.